Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about stuff. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. Every league's worst nightmare is that poor officiating at the most important time of year will dominate headlines. Last night's Stanley Cup final, it happened in a major way. Former Leaf Nazem Kadri scored the OT winner. Congrats to Naz. He's been through a lot here, been hurt since Game 3 of the Western Final. That's not what we're talking about, though. What we're talking about is that the Colorado Avalanche had 6 skaters on the ice when he scored. You can only have 5 skaters. Not 6, 5. And it's not in dispute. The NHL, after every game, sends out what they call a game sheet with all the pertinent info for the media. On Kadri's game winner, and we've highlighted it here, they list 6 skaters in the box score because of puck tracking. That's how many people were on the ice. 6 skaters. You see 7 there because they add the goalie, Darcy Kemper. 6 skaters. That is illegal. That is too many men. That Kadri goal should not have happened. And I also know that because the NHL moments later changed that box score on their own account. Enough of this incompetence. Julian McKenzie, never incompetent. He's fantastic. The Athletic, Yahoo, SDPN. Julian, this is one of those where whoever's kind enough to join us this morning on Breakfast Television, I back up. Dance floor's open. Take it wherever you want to take it. Your thoughts the day after one of the worst missed calls I've ever seen in hockey, and that's saying something, is what?
You know what? This sounds really weird for me to say because I am always I try to be very critical on the refs, but I could change my mind at any point. I almost disagree. I feel as if I'm actually kind of glad they ruled it the way that they did. Here's my reasoning why. Yes, the Avalanche have more players on the ice than they should. If you look at some of the footage, the Tampa Bay Lightning also may or may not have had more players on the ice than they should. But you can tell that the change that's being made on the ice, I think it's McKinnon who's coming off the ice, has nothing to do with the play. Yes, the Avs have possession of the puck, but I think there's something to it where, if a play is developing, and yes, there are extra guys coming onto the ice, if it's not affecting the play, why rule it down? I can understand that side of it, and at least just looking at it, I think the correct rule was applied here. I don't know if this was the worst call made in a postseason. I think Lindy Ruff would have something to say about that for the worst call made in a playoff game.
Interesting. So, I understand what you're saying in terms of it didn't directly affect the play here, but according to their own puck tracker stats, which showed up in that game sheet, I think this is as clear as day. In a league where things are usually as clear as mud for a lot of it. Look, it's a fair assessment, but that's not what the league put out there last night. The league said they talked to all 4 officials, and they didn't feel like they saw what the cameras clearly did. At the end of the day, 30 seconds, Julian, can we agree on the fact that this stuff is taking a lot away from what should be an on-ice spectacle with some of the best players in the world?
I agree. We should be talking about how great of a game that was. That was one of the better OTs we've seen in this postseason, I think. And Nazem Kadri, bring him up at the beginning of this. This is a guy who we didn't even know could play in this series. He shows up and he plays and he scores the game-winning goal. We almost couldn't even tell if it was a goal. It absolutely did take away from that moment. I totally agree with you there.
Yeah, we agree on that. I have a feeling this topic will continue throughout the day in the sports world in this country. Julian McKenzie, you're fantastic, man. Have a great day. Appreciate you. Take care.
You too, brother.